Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound. So today we're doing another little mod spotlight, and there's a couple of mods that we'll be looking at today. Nothing too big, but I figured the theme for today's spotlight will be mostly quality of life changes. Also, ignore what's going on over here. This is a spoiler for another spotlight that should be upcoming soonish, but first on our list of mods, remember how I have in the past kind of complained a little bit about how the wall jump works, how it seems to really throw you out there? You'll notice that the first mod is sort of a mobility enhancing mod that is called Fix Floaty Controls, which basically does exactly what it says on the tin and kind of makes the controls for the game a little less floaty and a bit more, I guess, a bit tighter. It's kind of hard. I'm not sure if I'm really showing it off all that well. It's one of those things where you kind of have to put it in yourself and then kind of, like, just after playing with the vanilla movement and experiencing it. I find personally, maybe it's just my imagination here, but it makes the wall jump so much nicer, because instead of going flying away from the wall when I jump, I mean, if I don't press any directions, I go flying away still, but I don't go flying away quite as much as I did, which I find a lot more useful. And in general, there's a certain feel. I feel like I also fall a little faster. That could be my imagination. It's one of those things, like I said, you kind of have to try it for yourself to get an idea of what it feels like. But it basically makes the controls a little tighter, a little more interesting in that fact, or in that fashion. Words are getting away from me, as they often do. Next, in our list of mods for adding just the little things, is, have you ever wanted certain crew members, but you're tired of not really being able to get the one you want or in the position you want? Well, no more, because now there's the Hire Anyone mod, which lets you hire literally anyone. It also occurs to me, big mistake I made. I didn't test to see, or I didn't go to a planet where you could get some characters that you regularly can't obtain as crew members. Like, I am told in this mod, doing the little bit of research I did before jumping in, you can actually recruit shadow people. I think you could probably, I don't know if you'd be able to get frogs or not, because they're, like I've said before, basically, apparently all the actual frog people in the game are just Hilotl in costumes, or something like that. But we should, we have an actual frog guy around here somewhere, so maybe we should consider taking a quick look at that. But let's actually just hire someone here. Let's see here. How about we get not a soldier, not right off the bat. Let's get, you know what, why not a chemist? Or no, an engineer. An engineer. Yes, you're an engineer. You look like a good guy. Star Traveler. Friendly face. Hey, wait, come back, come back. Which one of these? Left hand is, or left click is engineer. Okay. So what that does, as you can see, he becomes a willing engineer. Hello there, Mr. Engineer Man. So yeah, Yuli would like to join your crew as an engineer. Alright, now basically, you're probably wondering to yourself, well, how do I get a hold of these fancy new items? Well, if you open up your basic crafting, that's also a spoiler for something that's coming up in just a moment, these are now added. What you need is a colony deed. Apex ship colony deed. Really? Specifically an Apex, huh? This wasn't saying this a moment ago. I think something has glitched out on me, but you basically just need regular colony deeds. You know what? I bet it's saying this because it's conflicting ever so slightly with one of my other mods. Let's quickly test this just to make sure that everything is working well, because this actually could be a good find, is maybe this mod is... Oh no! Oh! I got it. I see. That's because of another mod that we have added. Basically, this is the default standard thing. I see. Alright. So it's not really a big conflict, but this is another very good quality of life mod. When you... actually, you know what, let me finish up talking about these first. Basically, all you need is... like for a tailor, you would need a spinning wheel. A soldier, you'd want an anvil. Basically, it looks like you need the appropriate crafting station that sort of matches their general job. So, it all works out rather well in that sense. Anyway, two mods to show in combination here. First of all, if you've ever been annoyed by the fact that these colony deeds, they don't really fit most colony designs, well, no more. Now you have themed colony deeds. You can have them match... excuse me. Had a bit too much to drink or eat, perhaps, before eating. Never good to burp on camera. Anyway, so yeah, basically themed colony deeds here, which help add a bit more just thematicness, as it were, to have you... Let's see. You know, this one would probably be my favorite just because it looks like it's the least visually intrusive. But there's also these tiny ones, which take up less space, which is cool. Plant blocks, scientific. There are a lot of deeds here, as you can see. And a tiny one. This is awesome. But yeah, basically, this adds a lot more options to make just building your colony that much easier, and having those annoying... And you know what? I bet, assuming that these, like the tiny ones and stuff, I'm assuming, like, when it says 1 by 1, it takes up just, like, basically one little block. In fact, let's buy one just to actually look at it. That would probably be wise, would it not? I think so. Oh yeah, like, that is tiny, and this would fit so much better in a colony. It'd be a bit harder to click on, mind you, but if you have, like, small buildings, like some of the spaces on our underwater colony are, if you want, like, a bunch of close-up apartment blocks and you want to maximize the amount of space you have, then that would be very useful. Very useful indeed. And if you want more spacious things with some nice, fancy, themed deeds and stuff, I mean, there's a lot of them here, so you get a lot to work with. But like I said, this would probably be my favorite, just on the grounds that you get, like, a full-size colony deed, but without all this kind of messy stuff that doesn't seem to fit with a lot of stuff. But then again, the tiny one would probably fit with very well indeed. So, very useful stuff. A very nice quality of life feature here. Another lovely quality of life mod is Everfrog, which we can also see here. And basically what that mod does is, instead of having it so that... I mean, on the one hand, I kind of like the idea that the furniture sort of rotates in and out every day. But on the other hand, I don't really like it, because it means that if you're either really unlucky, or, you know, if you're just trying to... Oh, you can also just straight up buy the job offers from here if you don't want to craft them. But they're very, very expensive, as you can see. Especially these ones, for some reason. Why are these ones so much more expensive? Orange and yellow. Well, light and... I forget what the orange thing does, but yeah, anyway. You have your job offers, but yeah, basically what this does is it makes it so much easier to get all the various themed colony stuff. In fact, while we're at it, let's buy a couple of these things right here. Because why not? 2 saloon doors, because why not? And we're going to want this stuff for later eventually. We'll get 4 of these. Little saloon piano, the spittoon. I'm probably going to want to come back for more of this stuff, but we'll just go with 1 of each for the time being. Just, yeah. Anyway. Because we are eventually, I mean, we're almost done with the storyline, so we're going to want to do some more questing type stuff. Again, ignore this figure over here who's very mysterious and exciting and stuff. I could probably recruit this penguin as well with the penguin-y thing, but I'm not going to recruit a penguin right now. In fact, let's see if we can recruit like a llama person. Let's go. I'll be right back. All hail the god of Floop and his and his herald, arse-faced ghost monster. Arse-faced worm ghost monster. However you want to call it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more of this field, and you know what, I'm gonna fill this in. I don't like the fact that you can see that cove entrance from there. But anyway, on our way up. Who needs elevators when you can just jump up here? I mean, oh no, I can get up there. I knew I'd designed this thing right. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Anyway, let's see. Chemist or a soldier? Oh, also that lag in the last episode doesn't appear to be here anymore, so I'm really not sure what that was in our garden bod spotlight. And also, in retrospect, I probably should have just restart it, but I didn't, and that's my fault. Ooh, rent. Another quality of life mod here is that I'm using before we, well, we'll recruit this guy. What do we want? Let's make him a chemist. Why not? Oh my god, you actually can recruit... You can actually recruit the llama people. That has made me the happiest man in the world. Now, it occurs to me in retrospect, I probably should have bought an appropriately themed colony deed for this. So that when we spawn this new guy back in... Wait, you're not a guard. You're just like a regular civilian... Oh wait, no, you have a... Never mind. Anyway, you know what, actually we'll stand in here because there's light. Yeah, so we actually can have... Actually, no, let's go back up to the ship so we can see the llamas. I'm all over the place. Oh yes, a new license. Also, oh yeah, look right there, Falcon License 0. Alright, because that's an interesting thing. I forget whether I'm going to appropriately mention this in the next episode of the series proper or not, but the reason that it appeared that, like, remember last time we upgraded the ship and it didn't seem like we didn't get this quest right away. We got the little, you got the license, but then I had to, like, beam down and then beam back up. Basically what happened is it seems that that license is an item that exists for, like, a second, and then it's gone. But if you have no room in your inventory, and I think it goes, it must go in here or something, because I had this cluttered, and it's still pretty cluttered. And there's also spoilers in here for a mod spotlight, because I've been recording things in weird orders. So there's spoilers everywhere. Lots and lots of spoilers for things. Anyway, but yes, we have an awesome crew. We have people. Things are good. It actually just occurred to me this llama is entirely messed up because he has a llama head, but he has a human body. So, yeah. Anyway, but that is that. So, themed colony deeds, pets, floaty controls, portable, or not portable, Everfrog, colony deeds. What else do we have? We also have custom ship pets. Now, ship pets. I feel like I really need to make sure I emphasize the P there, or else it might sound like I'm saying something completely else. Or completely different. Completely else. I can't talk. I can't talk. Anyway, basically, what that mod allows you to do, and I probably should be back at the Outpost to show this off, but I'm all over the place. Basically, what that does is you can go to the Terramart, and you can buy these little things, which will provide you with pets. Let's pick this up for the time being, which actually immediately got rid of the pet. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Anyway, basically, so yeah, pet pops up here. But what happens if you didn't have this mod and you started a game and you already have a ship pet? Well, that's where this item... you know, there's another mod, I think, that fixes this stuff going off screen. But I don't think well, I obviously don't have it on. I feel like there is a mod that does that. But basically, if you already have a pre-existing ship pet, that's what this little trap is for. You pick this up, you put it down, it will basically get rid of your existing ship pet for you. Which is good if you know, like me, you're not really a cat person and you didn't want a cat on your ship, but you don't mind this big fluffy gas bunny thing. Whatever it is. Ain't he adorable? He's pretty adorable. He's also angry at me. Probably because I don't feed him. Hi there, friend. No, stay on the ship, sir. Good. All right. So we have all the people, and you're scaring me, llama person. All right. Yes. So moving along. Next up on our list of mods, I really need to learn to organize myself. This is Tabula Rasa, and basically what this mod does is, the idea here is that it basically what it does is it's sort of, ooh, this is interesting, an imperfectly generic item. Perhaps this one didn't stay in the oven long enough. Heavy machine gun. But as you can kind of see here, oh, that's a spoiler. What this mod does is it basically lets you craft, it's sort of like a repository where, like the whole point of it is you can make all your items, all your mod items, sort of you can craft them all in one place. That way, if all your new stuff, you can find anything, like if you're a mod creator and you want your stuff to Why can I not find anything anymore? Why? Oh, because I'm an idiot and just turned off all the tabs? I'm also dying of hunger, apparently. Alright, I don't know quite what I did there, but basically I made everything disappear. But yeah, effectively you can craft all the items on this, and I want to see what this is. I mean, I don't know what it does, but I like it. And I like what I like. Yes. Alright. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Another important quality of life change is... I like this. I'm gonna just put that in the corner. Is the... Oh, where did I put you? The portable outpost. And basically what that does, and this is just a handful of the items, is basically you'll want to have the outpost shop, but you don't want to go to the outpost. Well, you can buy all the various little vendors and such, and then... Oh, look, I upgraded the ship right here. And see, I didn't even have to go to the outpost. I am just sitting here, and now the ship is completely upgraded. And there is another quest of some sort. What is this? Okay, yeah, we'll come back to that later. That's basically one of the quests back at the outpost, which we'll deal with in the main story. In fact, that may also be a spoiler for yet another video that probably won't come out until the end of the week. But yeah. Oh, that is a major spoiler. Stop spoiling the future of my series game. Anyway, back to the outpost again to look at some more of the things you can buy. Alright, so effectively, as you can see here, you can basically, you go to any of the vendors at the outpost, and you can buy all the various, modules, or vendors and stuff here. I'm not going to buy them all right now, but just to show that you can buy them. It makes things very, very helpful, or it is very helpful in my personal... Well, then again, none of these vendors are all that expensive, which is nice. Also, what's this about a Zephyr? Is that always there? I think it was. I just did not remember it being there. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic. Basically, the idea is, this way you can actually have all the stuff from the outpost without actually having to go to the outpost, which can be very helpful, especially if the outpost doesn't run very well for you. Oh wait, I can just buy Solarium stars right here. We don't even have to go examining and adventuring. This will also be really good, because I think eventually what I'll want to do is buy all these, and then as we build up our colony and/or colonies, because I figure once we're done with the story in the game, we're going to do a lot of exploring and just adventuring, and there's probably around in here somewhere, I'd have to filter it out, but you could buy the actual frog store, and we have our sign merchant. Wait, can I buy... I'm going to just cheat for a second here, just because this is, yeah, just, I only use admin commands when trying to just show off stuff without too much hassle. But yeah, we can also go down here. I'm pretty sure we can buy this guy. No, this guy doesn't, he's not part of the mod, at least not yet. Or at least you don't buy it from him. Maybe you buy it from the Beakeasy guy. I don't... Yeah. No, that's a spoiler. Yeah, here we go. Biggie's reputable weaponry and the Beakeasy franchise. Spawns a lot of penguins on placement, which do not despawn when the bar is picked up. Place carefully. Alright, so that's a very good disclaimer. Also, we have a friendly Florin hanging over here. And this mini-game, which I don't recall when this was put here. But that's just a vanilla thing. We'll look at that later. Let's see. Is that all the mods I wanted to cover today? Because there's a lot of... Like, as you can kind of see, the whole theme of this mod, just little quality of life improvements. I feel like there is at least one more mod that is adding something that I can't think of off the top of my head. Though I also think, when I was talking about that alpaca guy, there's also another mod, I forget its name, but I'll make sure to have a link in the description, that basically what it does is it forces colonists, or tenants and stuff, to always give pixels. Which in some cases... Well, actually, in just about all cases, I'd say is a lot more useful and desirable than getting, what would it be getting? Getting just, like, the random salves and throwing spears and stuff like that. Especially since salves, they don't, like, the healing items they give you don't, like, now that we're all the way up here, they're not really throwing me bandages or nano-wrap bandages or anything. which would be a lot more useful for someone at my particular tier. But yeah, basically, whole bunch of very useful, very handy, very, very desirable little quality of life mods that make the game play out a little nicer, make things a little bit more handy. I mean, especially like the whole portable outpost stuff. Like, just, it's really useful if you really want to build your own colony and really have just that sense of, like, everything you could possibly want is there. Let's also make sure that the tech guy... Would the tech guy be here? No, that guy's not really a... What is this? Oh! Cool. Tech console dispenser. Destroyed when broken. You know, I never tested to see if this is actually part of the mod or if this is in vanilla, because I've just never walked over here. I'm going to assume it's part of the mod until told otherwise. That is a case of me not doing the research, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's more or less all I had to show for today. Just a lot of nice little useful utility mods that add a little bit of extra stuff to make the game feel just a little bit nicer in areas and helps smooth over some things that could just makes life that much nicer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like I'm trying to ramble a bit more than I really need to cover everything here. But yeah, basically, check out the mods. All the links will be in the video description down below. They all seem to work pretty well together, and they don't really cause any conflicts, which is always good. I mean, I didn't actually test to make sure that would be the case before I started recording, which I probably should have, but fortunately there were no problems, so everything worked out. Yes. Alright, so enough rambling from me. I'm sure you're bored of that by now. So in the meanwhile, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any other suggestions for mods you'd like to see spotlighted on the channel, do not hesitate to let me know down in the comments below. But for now, I will see you all in the next video.